So y'all know lately I've been getting into G.I. Joe. I started picking up the animals. I got Timber, both the Timberwolves, the white and the gray. I got Fiona the Croc, and then I got Spirit Iron Knife with Freedom the Eagle. And then here we are on to the next one. And this one I have, again, I'm not a big G.I. Joe guy. I have no idea who these characters are. I just know a cool action figure when I seen it. And I seen this G.I. Joe Courtney Covergirl Krieger on Amazon, so I had to snag her. She looks fantastic, really badass looking chick. I kind of really favoring the helmet, or no, I'm sorry, I'm so used to talking about Star Wars, not the helmet. The hat sculpt on this with the ponytail instead of compared to the long hair, but this is a really great looking figure, as you can see. So I kind of want to build up a little squad. I've been wanting to get together about, I don't know, 4 or 5 Joes that I really like and kind of make a little squad. And I want to create a scene where they're getting hunted by some raptors or something. But this thing looks freaking badass, man. But I just had it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging while we're. So I love just starting off first. Look at this thick card back, man. Same thing with the Marvel Legends card backs. I don't know why Black Series doesn't do this. Like, what, Hasbro? Why do you skip? The Star Wars license can't be that much more expensive where you can't give us a good sturdy card back, at least on the anniversary packaging. Like this, look at this. This is not bending at all. This is such a good thick card stock, man. I wish Black Series would start doing stuff like this, you know. But just real quick, we do have the blister here showing the figure itself and the accessories. Figure itself. And then here is the art here of Courtney Covergirl. Looking pretty cool. There's the G.I. Joe logo. Don't put this stuff in your mouth or give it to your adolescents. Got the little old school Hasbro logo down there. Getting a look at the back of the box. Here's the legalese and the barcode and such if you want to pause that and give it a look. Other characters, I forget his name, but I was actually looking at him. He looks kind of cool. I might pick him up. And then right here you can give that a pause and read the bio and such. Again, got another little picture render of the character, and then there's another G.I. Joe logo. So this thing is really cool. Got it for 25 bucks, and like I said, not a big G.I. Joe guy, but saw this one, I was like, looks pretty badass. I need some more females on the shelf. There's a little bit of a sausage fest like in Star Wars. A lot of the characters obviously males and soldiers, troop builders and such, but it's cool to have some female representation. And this, she just looks like a bad bitch, man. She just looks badass. So let me crack this thing up and let's take a look at it. These accessories, man, they don't fuck around with G.I. Joe. They're painted. They have awesome, super sharp, detailed sculpts. The sledgehammer, we got a rifle and a pistol. And then the wrench. That is really freaking cool, man. And then just the figure itself. It's really, really just beautiful photoreal application here. I love the braided hair and the hat right there. We'll take a look at that. Oh, I just dropped my hand. We do also have some alt hands here, which we'll take a look at, but I just want to give y'all a full look at the figure in the blister. This is badass. And just starting off here, we'll go from like the least exciting accessories to the most exciting, in my opinion. But we do have a nicely sculpted fist right here. The last fist I just showed you was the right hand. This is the left hand. And starting off here, looks like we got a stand that coming with this G.I. Joe. When I got Spirit Iron Knife, he did not come with a stand like this. So I don't know if this is something new they're doing in the Classified series or what, but that's a very nice inclusion. We have a very nicely sculpted and nicely painted rifle here. I am not familiar with what this is, so feel free to comment down below if you're familiar with this firearm, because I am not. I'm just a country. I shoot a 30-30 bow. I don't know nothing else. We also have a sledgehammer in the box here. Again, very nice silver paint and some orange in there. And just these figures are, I'm sorry, these accessories are very sturdy. They're made of a very thick, sturdy plastic. They don't really have a lot of gumminess to them. They feel very, very nice. And here's the pistol that comes with Courtney Covergirl. And there's some, you can see there's nice details there on the grip. Cast in a black plastic. Very, very sharp details. Very clean sculpt here. And here's the wrench that comes with her, and I think this is really cool. Would have been cool to see like a little bit of silver there on the blue, just a little bit. And I know I need to clip my nails. Don't worry about it. But this is a really cool inclusion. I know she's a mechanic. I read her bio, so I think that's pretty cool. And here's the head sculpt that comes with Courtney, and it says, what does that say? The Pitts Garage. That's pretty cool. Very nice, super clean. To be able to make that legible and read it. But she also looks awesome. Her lips and her eyes are nicely done. Her eyebrows are very even. And the braid on her ponytail here, that is awesome, dude. I really like the detail going on with that. They even have the little buttons on the back of the cap. That looks really nice. Just the color overall. This is probably the one that I'm going to display her with. And then last but not least, we are down to the figure herself, and just once again, very good photo reel, or like whatever, like inkjet technology that they use, same thing as Hasbro, I'm sure, but the teeth and the lips, the eyes, very nicely done. I love the slight silver on the zipper of her jacket. That is a really, really nice touch. You can see the stitching there on her jacket. She's even got some writing here that says Krieger Armor E4. I don't know what the patches mean, AFV. I'm not a super big military guy or anything, but she does have a very nicely detailed holster for her pistol there. Nice hit of silver there on her belt buckle, and a little bit of green there on top of that brown. There's a little pouch there for some storage. I think this is where she puts, it must be where her wrench goes right here, I'm reckoning. Then you can just see her hair is very just, all those strands, looks very nicely detailed, very nicely sculpted, has a really nice flow to it. And I know what you're bad. I know what you're looking at. But no, she's just got an awesome sculpt, man. You can see the pockets there on her glutes. I'm gonna try to keep it PG. Nice brown on top of that black. Just a really, really good looking figure, man. There's even like a little bit of texture on the pants here. That's very nice. Just the slightest bit. Again, you can kind of see the pleat of her pants. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump in on articulation. And there's a little bit of side-to-side tilt, not a whole lot. She can look down a whole lot, actually. She can tuck her chin. Whoa! That must be how you change. You probably take this cap off. You can take the top off and switch them out where she's smiling with the cap or whatever. I was curious how that worked. Oh shit, that's kind of freaky, but that's cool. That's smart, man. But then it goes back on just fine, and it looks great. This is awesome. But you can see, so you get a little bit of head-to-head tilt. She can almost tuck her chin down to her neck, and just due to the sculpt of the hair, she's not going to be able to look up because obviously it's just going to run into her back, the sculpt there. We do have a single joint hinge here at the shoulder, 360 degrees. We have pinless double jointed elbows, so way below 90. She can practically touch her forearm to her bicep, which is really awesome. We do have a vertical hinge here on the right hand, a horizontal hinge here on the left. And y'all, I apologize for my nails. I like to keep them clipped for my reviews, but I just said, fuck, I need to get this figure open. There is a dumbbell joint here at the diaphragm, so you can get a little bit of side-to-side tilt. Dumbbell joint here at the diaphragm, and there's a ball joint here at the waist, so you can get a little bit of side-to-side lateral motion, also some swivel and some crunch as well. Not a whole lot, and just, again, due to this hairpiece, you're not going to be able to get a whole lot of movement going backwards. And then on G.I. Joe's, which is what I love, we have drop-down hips, which is freaking awesome. Wish we could get that on Black Series. So she can kick out straight in front of her. Very nice kick out. And not really a whole lot of kickback unless you kind of cock her leg out a little bit, just due to her cake. That glute sculpt just kind of butts into it. But the drop-down hips, very nice inclusion. That's really cool. I would love to see that on Black Series. There is thigh swivel on this figure, which I would love to see that bring back to Black Series. They're getting away from that. Also have double jointed pinned knees, which get way below 90, touching the calf to the hamstring. Also, once again, wish we could see pinless double joints in the Black Series. That would be freaking awesome. Let's see if it's got boot swivel. Oh, it does! We have boot swivel here. This is freaking awesome, dude. And then feet go down very far. And then they also come up a pretty, little decent amount, not a whole lot. There's a forward-facing pin for side-to-side tilt. Hers is a little bit stiff, but there you go. But it's there. It is there. I'm sure once I work it out and pose it up a little bit, that'll start to loosen up over time. But this is a great looking figure, man. She looks badass. Very, very cool figure. Very happy to have her and add her to the display. Switching out the head, I just figured this would be a good moment to show y'all the double ball neck peg system. So you can see there's a dumbbell joint here at the top of the neck, which was when I say at the base of the skull. And then there's also, the neck is a separate piece from the chest, so it can also move independently. So there's also a dumbbell joint there at the bottom of the throat. And here she is with that other head sculpt on, and this looks badass. This is definitely the look that I'm gonna go for, I think. She looks awesome. This is really cool, and I just can't get over how good that paint is on the hat here. The Pitts Garage. And just obviously, like, once again, just the photo application to her face, just awesome looking figure. The letters there on her sleeves, on the patches, just really, really nice detail on this figure overall. Very, very badass Joe. or can I say, is this still a Joe, or is this what's a Joan? Would that be the right word for? Is it the opposite of Joe? You know, every male name has a female name. This is an awesome Joan. G.I. Joan. Yeah, bitch. And real quick, I almost overlooked the butterfly joints right in there, so that's pretty nice. And this whole, like, her jacket is a very nice overlay. Another thing too is her whole belt that holds her wrench and her handgun, her pistol, is also an entire overlay, so it moves totally separate from the figure itself. Another thing I almost overlooked is bicep swivel. I'm slacking today, y'all. Slacking. It's got some awesome articulation on this figure. This is such a badass figure, man. I gotta say, G.I. Joe, even though I'm not familiar with the characters, these figures are absolutely phenomenal, man. They're loaded down with articulation, absolutely awesome, and very well made accessories, well painted as well, and just the sculpts are on point. And just circling back to articulation, man, pinless double joints, thigh swivel, drop down hips, ball joint waist, and dumbbell diaphragm. It's just like, it's really the best of everything, man. Like, this is a great looking figure. The paint is on point. The articulation is super fun. Like, look at this is a very super feminine pose right here. And I feel like some female figures look awesome, but you just can't quite pull off the nuanced look of a woman's stance. But this one, I gotta say, man, this one pulls it off. This is such an awesome looking figure. And again, just the accessories are so complementary to the figure itself. They're so relevant, whether she's got a gun in her hand, the sledgehammer, or the wrench. It fits her vibe, and she just looks like a total badass. She's like, gives off major bad bitch energy. There's no doubt about it. But I definitely plan on getting more into G.I. Joe. I'm just getting, you know how it goes when you start collecting a new line. You just start going down that rabbit hole. But man, I am just having such a good time with these figures, and obviously I'm obsessed with the animals. That's what got me into the G.I. Joes, honestly. But if I keep seeing characters like this, I may end up trying to watch some of the cartoons. You know, it's been a long time and I don't remember them well, but this is just overall great looking figure. If you happen to see her out in the wild or see her in stock on Amazon and you're a Joe, if you just need female representation, or you're trying to bid out some troops or something like that, or if you're a Joe collector, you're gonna have this. You have to have this. Like, this is just a really badass figure. That's coming from a not serious Joe collector. I have 2 literal Joe human figures, and then the rest of my Joes are actually animals. So I don't have a lot of skin in the game, but I'll take that back. I actually do have an Iron Grenadier that my buddy Hyperdrive Collections sent me. So he's also a big G.I. Joe guy. He's actually a huge reason why I started getting even into the G.I. Joe animals. But yeah, let me wrap it up here before I start yapping too long. This figure is absolutely awesome. I love everything about it. Articulation, paint, sculpt, just, man, Hasbro's killing the G.I. Joe line. They're just getting, I see them. I be looking. They're getting better and better, man. So with that being said, everybody, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It would greatly help the channel. It just helps me get my content out there in the algorithm to awesome motherfuckers like y'all. Hoping I came across your algorithm for a reason. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other content. I have a channel membership if you want to check that out and support directly. I'd appreciate it, but it's not necessary. So just much love to all my regulars, all my Clan Stone channel members, and just all of y'all that happen to come by and like and watch the video or whatever, even if you don't comment. Love the lurkers too. So appreciate all the support. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all next time.